This podcast is intended for adult audiences over the age of 18. It contains adult language and situations. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in this podcast belong solely to us, and not of any employer, organization, committee, or other group or individuals. This podcast is not intended to be taken as professional advice.
Welcome to the TheSwingNation podcast, a podcast by swingers for swingers, where we look to educate others and push back on the negative stigmas and misconceptions associated with our lifestyle. Come with us and share our pineapple journey as we travel the globe, interview the experts, learn and grow together. Join the nation.
So, Lacy, people are asking, how do they get to go to a party or an event with us?
They check out swingersociety.net, you create a profile, you sign up for an event, and you come hang out with us. It's super easy.
That's right. If you want to party with us and the other faces and names that you know from social media and TikTok, head on over to swingersociety.net.
Can't wait to see you there.
Hey there, pineapple people, and welcome to the TheSwingNation podcast. We are your hosts, Northern Guy
And Southern Girl.
and we are back with a full episode of the TheSwingNation podcast.
Yeah.
Full episode.
Well, yeah.
In today's episode, we're going to talk a little bit about a recent experience we had,
Yes.
but not at a swingers club.
Yes.
Not at a hotel takeover.
Correct.
Not at Secrets. Not at Hito. Not on the Bliss Cruise.
No.
We went to a music festival
We did with lifestylers.
with some lifestyle friends, and we had a little fun.
Yes. So we went to Breakaway, which is like a smaller music festival, right? Would you consider a smaller one?
Oh, I don't think it's smaller. I mean, I think it's bigger. It depends. Well,
I'm thinking like smaller than like an EDC
Yes.
or like a Burning Man
Sure.
or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. But bigger than like, say, Electric Pleasures
or a local.
or a local. Yeah.
Like, you know, bigger than, because there's music festivals all over the country.
Yeah.
And the music festival, you know, I think nowadays when you say music festival, we or a lot of people think about like EDM music
Yeah.
festivals, but there's banjo music festivals
Yeah.
and, you know, there's all kinds. So
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went to Breakaway, which is an EDM music festival. And we actually went to Huntsville, Alabama for that one, which this is the first year they've done that in Huntsville, and it's not far from us. So we were like, we're thinking about going to the North Carolina one.
Yeah,
that they do in Charlotte, because we
Yeah.
have friends that go to that one, and they're always talking about how awesome it was.
A lot of our friends went to that one last year, and this year the group was thinking of going to this one, and it happened to be a kid-free weekend, and we could make it work. And so we were like, let's do it.
All right.
Yes.
So we went Friday.
We went Friday and Saturday night. We left home. We got to the hotel around like 4-ish. Our hotel was like maybe 10 minutes away. Thoughts were we could Uber pretty quickly and get there, stuff like that. And the hotel we stayed at was actually like a really nice hotel, and it had like an outdoor mall attached to it and stuff. So it was really a great location to be at.
It was.
So we got to the hotel around 4. Let's talk about who all was there.
Sure.
So it was us, Daphne and Mike, Tara. We talked about Tara. She owns Entice, which is who runs our...
She used to work for us for the podcast, but now she broke off and started her own OnlyFans management company called Entice.
Yes. Our Jersey couple, y'all know them. They've been around for years. They have a couple that tends to travel when they come. I feel like they kind of come together.
And also, Jersey couple is no longer from Jersey.
I still think that's their name, though.
They relocated to the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I guess they're still Jersey.
Yeah.
But their friends who are still in Jersey came as well.
They've came to a lot of things. Yeah. They were there. And then Southern Bella and her husband came on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And then the VIP couple. Remember, what did we call them?
I think that's what we've been calling them.
Okay, well, it's SSL or something like
Yes.
that on Instagram. Yeah. And she's got like Southern, some kind of name. I don't remember. But VIP couple from Secrets. The wife came because the husband could not get away from work.
Right.
And we ended up making content and stuff during this trip. So she came in late Friday night. So she was there for all of Saturday's activities. And then Britt and Cass, who we've talked about on the podcast for years, they were also there. They're big music people. A lot of these people are very big music people. So we were happy. There was a good, small but mighty group of people.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So we got to the hotel around like 4-ish, and the actual breakaway started at 4. But like music festivals are, so they end early. It's like,
At least this one does.
this one does.
Right.
It was over at like 11, which in Swinger World, that's like,
Early.
that's a dinner time, you know? So we were all very excited. So, but none of us were going to get there at 4. We were really just getting to the hotel around that time. And so we pretty much got ready, which Dan and I were already ready. But before we got into like our rave outfits, Tara's actually also a photographer in like real life too. And we've been really wanting to update that picture y'all are seeing when you are listening to us. Dan has like no
if you
facial
look in
hair.
your CarPlay right now and you look at that picture of us, that picture is 3 years old, 4 years
Yeah.
old at this point.
Yeah.
At least 3 years old.
We've tried to retake it a couple of times, but none of the pictures have just landed. None of them felt better than what that is. I mean, we've used all the pictures we've taken. That just, for some reason, that picture stuck. And honestly, I saw one of the pictures that Tara took, and I still wasn't even, I mean, it's a good picture. I don't know. I don't know what we're looking for. It just has none.
Well, we just recently took some other pictures
Yeah.
for another project. I almost wonder if we might be able to use one of those.
Like change the clothes we have on or something.
No, I mean, there's the clothes we have on is fine in some of the
okay.
pictures. Yeah.
Okay. So before we got ready, I threw on like a purple romper and you put on like a collared shirt, and we stood like against a wall and took like 20 pictures. So we have a revamp of the podcast coming in December, January maybe.
I don't know, because now I'm thinking we should wait until after that other thing comes out.
We're wanting to redo like our whole setup, like we're sidetracking now, but like where we're sitting,
Yeah.
like we have big plans and we just haven't actually executed.
Well, we can
them.
do all that, but I actually want to change, like you're saying, the cover photo. And I was even thinking about maybe changing our logo. But I don't want to do that because we just used our logo.
We just did something kind of big. You can't know about it. It does have to do with the podcast. You won't know about it until like February.
Right.
So
since we used our logo in that thing,
So maybe we
I don't
change
necessarily
everything but the
want
logo.
to change the logo before that thing comes out. Yeah,
True. So maybe we just change everything but the logo.
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, anyway, stay tuned. But before that, we took some pictures. We'll see. You'll see those pictures eventually. I don't know what we'll
So
use.
what I was thinking is maybe we let that come out, and then after
Update
that we can kind of rebrand.
Yeah, maybe so. So we
Not
did
rebrand, but update our brand.
update. Yeah. So we did that, and then we got into our theme wear. So the cool thing about like music festivals, a lot of times they don't really have themes. You just kind of pick whatever you want to wear.
So I was thoroughly confused because I thought there was a theme because you had told me the theme, not realizing that was the theme that you and your friends had made up.
Yeah, so as like a group, we knew we would be taking pictures and stuff together. So we were like, okay, why don't Friday night we wear black and white, and then Saturday night we wear colors. But truthfully, it was really just kind of like whatever you wanted to wear. That was just sort of our loose theme. So when me and you were talking, I was like, Friday night we're wearing black and white, and Saturday we're wearing colors.
Right. So I thought that was like the breakaway themes,
No.
not realizing that was just something that you girls had made up.
No, we had just came up with it.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, they had done that the friend group did it last year at Breakaway, and it was just easier to keep it.
Also
So-
seems to be a thing that groups that attend these festivals dress alike. Or,
Yeah, we were not
we
the
saw,
only ones.
people were there in Shrek costumes.
Yes.
They had a whole Shrek family
cow.
there.
There was a cow.
There was some cow people. There was lots of groups that dressed in themes. So that seems to be kind of a thing.
Yeah, for sure. And those are both pretty simple, like black, white, colorful. You can kind of make of it whatever you want. So Friday night we wore this like black and white, like chain reflective kind of outfit. It was not my personal favorite. Mine didn't fit my body super well, but it was cute. I got it at iHeart Raves. If anybody is wondering, if you saw those pictures, I got that there.
I liked my shirt.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
I felt cool.
You
like
did?
I felt ravey. Like I was like one of the cool kids.
Oh, I love that. I did a good job.
Yeah.
And then I had done some like braids for my hair. I actually did them myself at home and then just put them in my hair the night of. They kind of drove me crazy though.
Did they? I think I asked you about it when you were making them. I'm like, is that gonna? Because you were sensitive to like
being overstimulated.
Yeah.
They overstimulated me. To be honest with you, just before we get into Friday real deep, I struggled Friday night. So if you've been like a listener of the podcast, I've been on this whole journey of like coming off Lexapro, going on something else, changing, going on testosterone, being tested for ADHD. It's been like a whole ass journey. Mm-hmm. And when this happened, this was like the first week of October. And I think I had stepped down on one of my Lexapro doses. I was very much struggling with just like my like irritability, like just not being in my head, not overthinking. Things have gotten better now. We're recording this at the 1st of November now. So it's been like a month, like right at a month.
Yeah, October was a rough month.
Yeah, so I feel a lot better right now than I have. Even though today is my first day on ADHD medicine, I kind of feel a little crazy right this moment. But so anyway, I think that's important to talk about as we go into this because I really struggled Friday night, but kind of bounced back on Saturday. But overall, during this time period, I was very much struggling with my medication dose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So we got completely ready and we headed off for a night of fun. The people that I really wanted to see was the Chainsmokers. They were going to be there on Friday night. Mm-hmm. You were a little confused because like we do not claim to be like big music people.
Well, here's the thing. So I really like music, right? And especially since I've been DJing, I've gotten more into music, and I really enjoy it.
But we don't claim to be experts.
I am not good, but I'm not good with this. With like, I like watching movies, and I'm really into movies, and I watch a shit ton of movies. I'm not good at telling you who the actors are. Like, I don't memorize people and know, like, you know what I mean? So, like, when I hear a song, I can be like, oh, I really like this song. But me telling you who is playing it or who the DJ is in this case, I'm not very good at that.
Yeah, well, I knew the Chainsmokers. They've had a few hits over that, you know, and I did know there was like some DJ ties as far as like one of them were DJ. I think one of them sung. So there was some confusion there, but I was really excited to see them. And then also Miley Cyrus, Brandy Cyrus, her sister, DJ, which I thought was like really cool. So those were two of the highlights for me for Friday night. So like a little bit about the setup. There was 2 stages. So definitely a smaller stage, a more intimate, like.
Yeah. So, you know.
Well, there actually was 3 stages now that I say that.
Music festivals that we've done in the past, which really the only other big one that we've done is EDC Orlando. But that took place very much in a field. Mm-hmm. And some of the other ones I've seen, it seems like that's pretty typical where it takes place in like an open area.
Yeah.
This they actually did, it was at an arena.
Like an amphitheater.
Right.
Like
and so there is some space outside of that theater, but not a lot of space.
No, they did a very good job of like finding locations. So like one was in like almost like a wooded area. It had some open space. And that's where they had the silent disco, which
pretty cool.
I thought was kind of stupid, like looking over there. But when you go over there, it was actually really cool because there was 3 DJs and like people's headphones had the different DJs. It was actually pretty neat. I really like that. And then there was
and the other thing that was cool about that wooded area is there's like these wood carving things.
Yeah, like creatures.
And they're like big heads and stuff like robots, which is funny because you would think like it's almost like perfect for an EDM festival, like the way that's decorated.
It was just part of like the venue. I don't think like, and it kind of reminded me of like Where the Wild Things Were, or that book. They're like large, like almost like bigger than a car,
like wooden
sculptures. And so like, I think Dan posted a picture of me if you go back.
Well, it's one of my favorite pictures that you're actually in that black and white outfit and you're like leaning up against one of the big wooden heads. It's just kind of a cool looking picture.
No, it's super cool. And there was a couple of them. But right next to that, they had a bunch of food trucks and stuff, which was fun. And then we ended up eating there both nights, I think. And then they had like, it was outdoors, but it had like a cover over it.
Right.
But it was shorter, like, it was a more intimate type setting.
Lower ceilings.
Lower ceilings. You're a little bit more compacted in there, closer to the DJ. And then they had the main stage, which was inside the amphitheater, which was where the big people play, like the superstars, I guess. I actually kind of like the one with the lower ceilings outside a little bit better.
Yeah.
Personally, it just felt like you were in like almost like a lifestyle club, kind of, not in like not going to pay money to see somebody that's a big huge star.
No, yeah, it was more like you're saying, more intimate, more could get closer to the stage. It just felt, I don't know, higher energy, I guess.
Yeah. And Brandy Cyrus played outside in that area. And I thought, me and Tara both thought it was pretty cool that she opened up with one of Miley Cyrus's songs, which I thought like a nod to her sister, which was really nice. But most of the time we spent was inside watching. Do you remember who opened for the Chainsmokers? I don't remember any of their names.
Cascade played. I think it was before the Chainsmokers.
okay.
I can't remember which day. It's been a month now, so I don't remember which day. But there was a lot of good DJs.
Yeah, I didn't know them because I'm not like a music buff like at all. I don't know anybody really. But I just enjoyed like the vibe and seeing people. There was a lot of lifestylers there. I was very shocked.
Yeah, we actually ran into random people that we knew.
Yeah, and people that we didn't even know, but like were from like kind of the same circle. It's kind of like proved to me that like EDM and the lifestyle kind of music, they all go hand in hand, which considering that we're doing Electric Pleasures was like a reassuring feeling for me. But right before the Chainsmokers came on, so we did the VIP, so it wasn't quite as crowded, but something happened and I'm not even really sure. Do you remember? But like, I got super anxious. I think I got a little jealous. I think you were giving attention elsewhere and I don't know why, but I got a little jealous. And then I just got overstimulated and I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt out of sorts. The medicine.
Yeah.
And I can remember one point Jersey was trying to dance with me and it was like all I could do to stand there. And it wasn't anything. He was being like so sweet and so kind. I just was not okay.
Yeah.
And Daphne and Mike had went up because like where the VIP section was, there was like a roped off area that you could also sit. And they had went and sat down just to like kind of rest a little. So you at some point was like, let's go sit down with them, which was honestly like the best thing you could have done for me. It kind of got me out of my head a little. And I actually genuinely enjoyed it. And I really feel like we were able to turn the night around personally.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah, I could tell you were anxious. And obviously I knew everything that was going on with your medicine.
And you really didn't even do anything to make me feel jealous. I think it was just like an internal. It was my medicine.
I danced on one of the other girls
which is
for a grand total of like 15 seconds.
Which is like ridiculous. Like I'm not that girl. Like it was my medicine playing tricks on me. My mind. I was just not. The best way I can describe myself during this period of time is like I was not regulating my emotions correctly. Yeah. And I knew that. And I didn't want to like be a brat or cause a scene. So I just kind of like shut down almost.
Yeah. And then so when they went and sat, I'm like, hey, I could tell you were getting anxious or whatever. I'm like, hey, do you want to go up there and just sit down and get like out of the crowd a little bit? And then we did that. And yeah, Daphne and Daddy Mike were up there. And then you relaxed. And
I've actually loved sitting up there. Yeah. Like that was like...
Does that mean we're old when we don't want to be like in the crowd dancing? You want to be like sitting in the stadium, like sitting. Although you didn't sit down though.
No,
you could sit up and dance.
But it was
the whole
nice because we were like a little bit away from people. We could see a little better because we were at a slight incline. Yeah. I felt like the seats were better. I don't know.
But you do even at lifestyle parties. We are usually the couple that goes right to the front of the dance floor. We're right in the middle of the crowd. But even in those settings, it's very typical. Most nights, at some point in time, you'll be like, I need to step out. I need to step away.
Yeah,
I need to go breathe.
I don't like to dance with people. I feel like I'm not a good dancer. Let's just be real. I mean, I'm just like, I'm not a super talented dancer. And like when in the lifestyle, a lot of people like grind and bump, and like I just overthink because like if you go one way, I go the other, and it just ends up being like awkward and funny. So I overthink it, and so I just prefer to like kind of do my own thing. And so a lot of times, if I can like step away from it, I feel a little bit more comfortable. I mean, and like that is it's either that or stand against the wall, you know, and I'd rather not stand against, like hold up the wall. I'd rather be a part of the party and have fun. I get awkward when I try to dance with somebody.
Yeah. And it's funny because I'm somebody that knows that about you, right?
Yeah.
We've been together long enough. I've kind of figured it out that even when you come dance with me, like I'll dance with you for a minute or two, and then I know you need to kind of like step away from me, right?
Yeah.
But it's funny because I'll see other guys like you'll come up to you and dance with you.
It's not personal, I promise.
Well, and they'll like hold you, like they'll like grab you to hold you to dance with you, not like holding you against your will, but they're trying to dance on you.
Like they're like grinding
right.
with my hips, and
I
I'm
can
like,
tell after a minute or two that you start like wanting to get away.
Yeah, I get antsy. It's like it's almost like I feel like I need to be like bebopping around.
And I bet there's over the years. There's probably been dozens of guys that think that you don't like them because you ran away from them on the dance floor. No, actually
quite the opposite. I probably am into them, and that's why.
Well, if she let you grab onto her at all, she's probably into you. If she didn't instantly pull away. But yes, Lacy's dance capacity, especially with a partner, is probably about 3 minutes, and then she needs to breathe.
Yeah, it's not personal. It's like an internal thing. You know, like. The only time I really don't notice it is if I'm like taking like a Shivers gummy or something like that. A lot of times I will be a lot more carefree. I guess I lose a little bit of those inhibitions.
The edge,
And several friends are like, Lacy, you're such a good dancer. I'm like, it's the gummy. It's not. It's not me. It's the gummy. I don't know. It's like I don't know.
A mental block.
Yeah. I can't get past it. At this point, it is what it is. It's not personal. I promise. It's just me. But I ended up really, really liking the Chainsmokers. They were my favorites of the whole weekend. And like Southern Bella and the VIP couple's wife, they weren't there for Friday night. And I was kind of sad because to me, the Chainsmokers were by far the best.
They were my highlight of the weekend as well. But that's the kind of music I like.
Yeah.
I like that music that you can like sing to.
Yeah.
But then it has like a good drop and a good beat.
Yeah.
That's the kind of EDM that I really enjoy.
Yeah, I like songs I know, but like remixed into like cool beats and stuff. So it was really cool. I genuinely enjoyed it and I had fun with like all my friends and stuff. Taro cracked me up. She was like, thought they were hot and somehow decided like she was going to get to the front of the stage. And so like nobody realized it, but it was like we were all finding each other to walk out. And she was like,
we're like, where's Tara?
She had just like bebopped and we were like, what have you been doing? She's like, I went up to the front of the stage. She was like living her best life.
Yeah.
And I love that for her. But really enjoyed Friday night. And after that was over, we pretty much like worked our way out of it and then had to wait for an Uber to go back. And it was pretty lovely to get back at like, I mean, it probably took us to like 12 to get back by the time we like got out, it took a little bit for the Ubers to get there and stuff. It was quite lovely. We didn't have sex.
Right.
I don't know why.
Did me and you have sex?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe. I feel like if me and you were having sex, Tara would have, because we
jumped in.
We shared a room with Tara, but we had a conjoined room with Mike and Daphne. And I can't remember why. I felt pretty nauseous all night. I even didn't really even have dinner because I felt so nauseous. So I didn't even drink. So I don't know. I know
it's the classic. All day we're all like, oh, we're gonna fuck and we're gonna have an orgy,
get back early,
and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
So orgy at 11 o'clock, and then like we dance. And to be fair, you know, we were there for whatever 6, 7, 8 hours. You're
people
dancing the whole time,
and you're like
people all traveled in from
Yeah.
different places that day. You know, so we got back. I think people just disappeared, went to bed. It was like the classic, whenever you have to change locations, right? From one space to the other. It happens when you go to a swingers club and then you're like, oh, let's all meet back at the hotel.
Well, and it was like a long period. So we had to walk out. We had to wait. We were in 2 separate cars. Then we had to, it took us like an hour. We totally lost whatever like mojo we had.
Exactly.
And also, I personally think like me being off probably fucked up some mojo as well. I'll put a little blame on myself, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm doing much better now, so that's a plus. But yeah, so that was our Friday night.
Yeah.
We woke. You want to take a break and then come back, or you want to go straight into Saturday?
I think now's the perfect time to take a little break and hear from the partners and sponsors of the Swing Nation podcast. And then when we get back, we'll talk about what happened Saturday. Mm-hmm. All right, be right back, guys. Lacy, the question we get asked on social media and TikTok more than any other question is, how do I find lifestyle people, lifestyle events, lifestyle parties, lifestyle cruises, lifestyle people? I think I already said that. In my area.
Basically anything lifestyle you need.
How do I find it?
You need to get on a swinger website, and SDC is one of our favorites. It's really big here in the Southeast U.S. for sure.
Yeah. And it has all the clubs listed. It has all the parties listed. Yeah. You can find information on cruises. You can find our podcasts on SDC.
Yeah, you can.
And if you want to try it completely risk-free, we have a free trial link for you.
We do, yeah.
So how do people go and find that free trial link?
If you go to TheSwingNation.info and scroll to the bottom, you're going to find some of our favorite products and brands, and you're just going to click that link and go straight there.
All right. If you guys want to find lifestyle people in your area, go sign up for SDC completely risk-free.
Yeah.
And see if it works for you.
I agree.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Go check it out. Lacy, one thing I don't leave home without when going to a swinger event is my ED medication.
That is correct.
Performance anxiety is 100% a real thing. Having sex in an orgy room with 100 people in there is way different than having sex at home in your bedroom.
It is.
So I like to have what we call a little insurance policy and have some of that ED medication in my pocket. Shameless Care is who I use for that. And they actually just came out with a new product called the Shameless Duo.
Yeah.
Which is a combination medicine that has Viagra and Cialis in it. So that one, you can be ready whenever, but also it's got that dose that you can take when you're, as you're getting ready to go to the playroom and you need that to kick in.
Yeah.
So I love it. I mean, I used it at Hito for the first time, and that
You've
combination.
kind of pretty much switched to that, haven't you?
That's basically what I use all the time now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're looking for ED medication, if you're new to the lifestyle and you're going to an event, you might want to get some and have it just handy in case you need it, kind of thing.
And the really cool thing about Shameless Care is they don't set you up on a reoccurring plan. So you're not going to get all of this ED medication that you have in your nightstand built up. When it's time that you need more, you'll get an email from them and they'll ask you, hey, are you ready for another round? And you can respond back, yes, please refill it, or no, I'm good right now, thank you. So it's really cool because you don't end up with all these extra pills and spend a bunch of money that you're not, you don't need to spend.
Yeah, and my favorite part is you don't actually have to go into an office and talk to your family doctor or a military doctor. You can do it all right online from the privacy of your home. Mm-hmm. You just go to their website, you fill out some forms, the doctor reviews it, approves you, disapproves you, and you move on from there. So if you would like to get some medication, you can go to TheSwingNation.info, click on the little recommended apps and products, scroll down to the Shameless Care icon, click on that, and that's going to take you over there. There's some discount codes there for you so you can get a discount off your first order. But I highly recommend if you're going to some events or parties, go get you some lifestyle insurance. Yep. All right, guys, check it out. Lacy, if you're going to be a swinger, you need to be a responsible swinger.
I agree.
And part of being a responsible swinger is getting tested on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Now, something I didn't know is not all STI, STD testing is the same.
That is correct.
Not every family doctor fully understands how you should be getting tested.
That is correct. What one doctor thinks is a full panel, another doctor may have a completely different version of that.
And being somebody in the lifestyle and engaging with multiple partners, what you should be getting tested for is probably, if you're not telling your doctor that, what you should be getting tested for is probably different than what they're thinking
Yes.
in their head.
Yeah, because they don't know your lifestyle. Or even if they do know your lifestyle, there's for instance, there is a new one called MGen, and we just recently met a doctor at a lifestyle party and said that she had never even heard about it. And so she was awesome that we had educated her on that. So a lot of these doctors don't know it all.
Right. So if you are going to participate in the lifestyle, you probably need to get tested from people that are meant to do this.
Yes.
So we use I Know My Status. It's
do.
the same people behind Talent Testing who are there's a company that tests all the porn stars. So they're used to testing people that engage with multiple partners. They know all the latest on what STIs are, coming up and spreading, and they track all the stats. I mean, they know how to test people for STIs.
Yes.
They're the experts.
They are. And if someone that you engage with, if they have used I Know My Status, they can actually give you a QR code and you can scan it and you can see their results right on your phone, so you can confirm everything that they're telling you.
Yeah, 100%. So please, if you're getting tested, get tested the right way. We recommend using I Know My Status. You can go to TheSwingNation.info, recommended apps and products. Scroll down to the I Know My Status icon, and you can get a discount off your first test. But please, if you're swinging, if you're engaging with people in the community, please be safe about it. Go get tested.
Yeah, because we want you to fuck like a porn star.
For sure. All right. Welcome back. Thank you for listening to our sponsors. Lacy loves our sponsors.
I do.
Okay, so when we left you, we had just done night 1 of Breakaway, Huntsville,
Yeah.
Alabama.
Boring. We went to bed.
Chainsmokers,
Yeah.
amazing,
Yeah, for sure.
but no sex.
No sex.
Okay,
So we woke up and Tara, not trying to throw her under the bus, but she was hungover. And I think it was because I don't think she drank a whole lot. I think she got a sugary drink and it just didn't. It didn't sit well. So we were like, we have to go eat. And so there was a Cheesecake Factory within walking distance that was serving brunch. So we all walked to Cheesecake Factory, which I had never had their brunch. And I thought it was pretty darn good.
it was pretty good.
Tara was feeling so crappy that she made it through like half a brunch and had to she was like, I have to sleep. And we also knew that we wanted to make some OnlyFans content and stuff like that. And she was like, there's no way I can get through all of that unless I go take
A nap.
somewhat of a nap. So, she left and then we finished up. The VIP couple, the wife, she came and met us down there. Southern Bella and her husband, Fire Daddy, had not quite made it in yet. They had something going on. So they got there, mid lunchish time.
Yeah.
So after we had Cheesecake Factory, we went back to the room. Tara was still sleeping. I ended up taking a nap in the bed with Daddy Mike.
Yeah, I have
And
pictures
then-
of that.
And then you and Daphne were just like, were you working? And then she was getting ready or something. I don't know what y'all did.
We snuck off and had sex.
Oh, for sure.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Did you make her come?
No, yeah, I don't know. I probably was working.
Yeah, I think you. We were all, it's like Tara was asleep in the room. So we kind of left her in there and we were all in.
Right, we had conjoining rooms,
Yeah.
us and Daphne and Daddy Mike. And so we let Tara have our room and we were hanging out in Daddy Mike and Daphne's room. And yeah, you crawled in bed with Daddy Mike. And I guess I was working. I don't know. I was probably posting TikToks.
Yeah,
so
you
we're
were
doing whatever.
you
yeah.
and her were sitting at the table or something. I don't know. So after Tara woke up, we got ready and it was time to do a little work. And we get shit for going to lifestyle events and doing work and doing OnlyFans. Well, we weren't at a lifestyle event, so you can't get mad at us, the same people.
They'll still get mad at us.
But truth be told, Dan and I were out of content.
Yeah.
We release one new video a week, and that's 4 or 5 a month. So, that's a decent amount. So with Halloween and stuff coming up, we had planned to do my goal was to have 2 guys fuck me while they were wearing Halloween masks. I thought that would be kind of cool. There ended up being 3 guys there that had OnlyFans that wanted to participate, and we happened to have quite a few masks. So it was you, Daddy Mike, and Fire Daddy, which is Southern Bella's husband.
Yeah.
I went first. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Which I've learned, if you listen to this and you're an OnlyFans girl, I've learned that if you have like scenes where you're going to be doing like, especially when the guys are going to be fucking multiple girls, just get it over with, because a lot of times the dicks quit working, people get tired. So I think that might have been first or second. I think Daphne went first, actually,
maybe,
now
yeah.
that I say that. So I hopped in, and I think it was like Daphne, me, Tara, Southern Bella, and VIP couple. I think by the time we got to Southern Bella, like half of the, like 2 guys' dicks weren't working, like at that point.
Yeah, because it was like 2 hours of fucking.
Which I felt bad,
Yeah.
It just kind of, but that's happened. Like when we went to Nashville back in the summertime.
Yeah.
Adventure couple, she was last to do. We had like a 5-guy gangbang, and she never even got to go.
Yeah.
Because like we just like, by the time you get through like 4 or 5 girls, the guys are wore the fuck out.
Yeah. Well, in hindsight, I don't know. It's too much to try to do 5 gangbangs using the same guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
That's what, I've never used Trimex before, but in that situation, it's like, man, I wish I had some Trimex.
For sure. But we did that. So we got all the girls in, or at least some version of it. So, because the guys kind of came in and out. I think you and Southern Bella's husband pretty much stayed in, but Daddy Mike kind of came in and out depending on how he was feeling, which I was just happy he hopped in, because he doesn't always.
He's a little shy. Yeah.
He can get shy. And
not
then,
with you so much, but with people he doesn't know.
Yeah, with people he doesn't know. Which I can relate to that, so that's okay. And then after that, we did like an all-girl, I guess, orgy, because it was 5 girls, right? So I guess that's considered an orgy. So we did a 5-girl orgy, which was pretty hot.
It's funny the way it was like on rotation, because like I can't remember who had the strap on. Who was wearing the strap on?
Southern Bella.
Southern Bella was wearing a strap on, and then we had a magic wand because there's 5 girls, so one girl didn't have a partner, and then the other 2 girls were just scissoring or whatever the hell you were doing.
Yeah, so we did it like in almost station.
So like everybody was taking a turn with the wand and with getting fucked with the strap on.
Yeah, so we would do like it would like. One girl was getting fucked with the strap on. One girl was using the wand. And then the other 2 girls were going down on each other.
Yeah.
So we would like do 2 minutes swap, 2 minutes swap. So we wanted to get like 10 minutes. Yeah. So we did it that many. And it's funny, whenever the girls got to the wand, like nobody wanted to give it up.
That was the favorite station.
Even Daphne was like, I can't stop. I'm going to come. I'm going to. And it wasn't even on video, I don't think. But she was like, had to finish. But we did that. And then we also took pictures. We might have done this before we fucked.
I was going to correct you because we did it first, but it's okay.
I was just thinking more about sex.
Yeah.
So we took pictures. So we wore like denim shorts, black shirts, and then we all had Halloween masks on. So we took pictures and we made TikToks, and we decided to use the hallway.
Yeah.
Which, we're lifestylers. We forget that not every hotel is a hotel takeover. So we're like,
well, you weren't inappropriate. I mean, you were in jean shorts and black tank tops.
Yeah,
so,
we were. I had a bodysuit on.
Yeah.
I mean, I was completely covered, but we were like in the hallway with like
the masks on. That's what the funny part was.
And like occasionally somebody would like walk into the hallway, and we were like, sorry. We're ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then one time we did something on the elevator. And so we were like standing waiting for the elevator.
Oh, we were trying to get you coming off the elevator with their masks on.
Yeah. And there was like a guy there. We were like, all you can do is say sorry. Sorry, we are fucking ridiculous. And we're... But
sorry, we're grown ass adults in our 40s making TikToks in an elevator in public
in September
with Halloween masks on.
Or well, I guess technically it was October. It was like I could see if it was like Halloween week.
It was not.
It was not. It was like the 3rd, 4th of October. But we did all of that. Even got to a few lingerie pictures, and I was kind of exhausted. After all that.
Taking those 3 dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And doing all that. I mean, just like smiling and being pretty, it just takes like...
Well, you took 3 dicks and you had lesbian sex.
Yeah.
So and you strap on. So really you took 4 dicks and...
That strap on is like...
Yeah, that's a good dick.
Yeah.
Like it's above average.
It's a girthy thing. But of course, it was like time for the Saturday. Like there was no rest.
No, we had to get
Which
changed and
this
go.
is where I'm envious of like people that don't have OnlyFans because like there were several couples there that didn't, and they like went shopping and like walking around, and I'm like, I want to do that.
Yeah, but the difference is they work from 9 to 5, 5 days a week.
I know.
You do not do that.
I know.
So you have to work for 3 or 4 hours at an event.
I know. I was still envious though. So we got ready for Saturday night. So Saturday night was colorful. So we did another outfit from Heart Raves. It was animal print, leopard print, colorful, which any excuse to buy something colorful.
Well, and it looked
print.
like, what's that brand called?
Lisa Frank.
It had Lisa Frank vibes.
Yes.
For sure.
And somebody had the exact same outfit on.
Yeah, they did.
They did there, which was fine. I think they might have been swingers.
I think they were, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I was waving at her like we have the same outfit on. I think she knew who I was. Because they're kind of from not the same circle, but sort of circle within like a bigger circle, you know? So I think, but I was like, we have the same outfit on. So it was kind of neat to see somebody. I didn't mind it at all.
No.
So we got to Breakaway. I don't know what time you say. 5, 6.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have dinner. We had only had that brunch. So we ended up eating. There was a hibachi.
It was good.
Yes, it was very good.
Yeah, there's probably like a dozen food trucks in and around the amphitheater there.
Yeah.
And they were all good food.
Yeah.
Like they had all kinds of things.
And one night, Daphne got kettle corn. There was a kettle corn booth set up, and we ate on it too. And it was very good. The food was delish, and the drinks they had a lot of seltzery type drinks. They also had like liquor and wine and stuff, which so we got there, we had dinner, and it was really just trying to like jump into it. We started outside, I believe, under the lower roof type area, and we were listening to some guy, don't know who he was. Apparently he is Shaq's favorite.
Yeah.
Because we're standing there, we're just vibing out, and all of a sudden, here comes Shaq.
Yeah. So if you don't know, Shaquille O'Neal, so the basketball player, is now an EDM DJ.
Do you know his DJ name?
DJ Diesel.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Diesel is what he goes by. And he was the headline, one of the headlines, because there was somebody after him too, right?
No, I thought it was 4. He landed. He ended it.
Okay. But anyway, and so he was the headline for tonight. And we're sitting there just kind of vibing out and dancing. And he comes up almost beside, I mean, he was like 2 people away from us.
Southern Bella got a very good picture of her and him. So we were that close. I mean, like he walked, we were kind of at the edge towards the front. And so where he kind of walked in was, like you said, like maybe 1 or 2 people ahead of us. It was crazy.
What was crazy to me is seeing, like, he has security, and they basically have to, like, people are like trying to swarm him.
Yeah.
Like all the time, like the entire time. And like they have to, like, the security is like having to tell people like stand back. Like if you want to take a picture, he'll take a picture with you, but you can't.
The security is almost laughable because he's like 2 times the size.
Yeah. The security like comes up to his waist.
Yeah, he was like a big guy. But that was really cool. We were like taking pictures and sending it to friends.
Well, I just think, like, imagine being that guy. Like, he can't go anywhere. He can't go to the grocery store. He can't go to the, he loves EDM music, and he's just trying to be there and support his buddy. And like security is literally having to keep people from swarming him.
Yeah, but he was also like putting his arms around people and like
very social.
Yeah,
he
did like a super good job. He didn't stay for long.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
Yeah, but I guess that was one of his favorite DJs, and so he was showing support. That DJ ended up coming out during his set as well. That was just him showing his support, which I thought was like cool. It was cool. Yeah. So that was like kind of got the energy going. We were like,
so this day, so here's the thing about Saturday, it was mostly dubstep music. So if you're not an EDM,
I'm not like I don't really understand dubstep.
Right. So if you're not an EDM person, I would subscribe dubstep. It's like
describe
the heavy metal of EDM. It's like the head banging, like the very loud, very like in your face version of EDM music. Yeah. And it's exploding right now. Like it's becoming very, very popular. But I was surprised, like this majority of this day, most of the DJs that were DJing were dubstep DJs, to include DJ Diesel.
Yeah, before
Shaq.
him was the guy, the people that started with a K.
Cascade?
I think so. Because I know Britt had wore like a shirt from them. And they were really, I think she was really, but they were, I think, pretty.
Most of the DJs that day were pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
Dubstep,
So like this night kind of went by fast. I think he came on at like 9:45 or something. So like whoever was before him, I think there was like 2 before him. We ended up staying out inside and listening to both of them. And I think they were all kind of big people. I just obviously have no concept of a lot of music, so I didn't really know, but I thought it was pretty cool. We ended up again going back to our spot, not because I was panicking or freaking out or anything. We just ended up liking it up there for a lot of Shaq. So let's talk about him a little bit. He kind of cracked me up. He like just cussed and screamed the whole time. He was like,
yeah. And might be the problem for me is now that I know how to DJ and understanding it a little bit, I don't think he was DJing.
really?
If he was, it was very, very minimal. And so I've looked up Shaq before and been like, oh, is he, is he a real DJ or is he like what they call a push?
We don't want to piss off the Shaq people, babe. DJ
I'm not trying to piss him off. I'm just saying from watching him perform, he touched the controller very little.
He would like scream. He'd be like, dun, dun, dun.
And when he did touch it, it was
Mosh
like,
pit.
right, he would like cut the volume to be like, everybody make a mosh pit. And then he'd turn the volume back on.
And then he'd be like, girls only mosh pit. And then he's like, take care of the ladies. And then he's like, fingers up. And everybody like, fuck you. And like, it was like, and what's funny is when we were leaving, I heard somebody else going, mosh pit. Because like, that's like literally.
All he did. Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was really cool. And he would cuss a lot. He was like, I'm coming out there. I'm gonna
make me fucking come out there, mosh pit.
Yeah, and he ended up going out kind of in the middle, which was
they had railings set up where the security and I'm assuming they medical and stuff, where they could kind of get through the crowd without having to get through the crowd. And he came into that middle thing and came like halfway out, which is cool. He's definitely an entertainer. And here I've even like looked him up. I was
entertained. I'm not gonna lie.
And I even looked him up in the past when I saw he was a DJ and stuff. I'm like, is he really a DJ or is he just an entertainer that is entertaining behind the the DJ booth? And I found some video clips. Like he DJed in like college, so like he I've seen videos of him like scratching and stuff. So he definitely knows how to DJ.
Yeah.
I just don't think for these sets he was doing a lot of it.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like if I was Shaq, I probably wouldn't do it either.
I didn't mind it. Now I will say,
I'm curious what they.
He almost
paid
had
him.
like an assistant DJ.
Yeah.
Did you see? Like there was a couple times another guy like stepped in and like messed with the controllers a little bit.
I mean, like if I was on Shaq's level, I'd probably want an assistant DJ.
Yeah.
Do I get to be like an assistant swinger one day, like assistant podcaster?
Listen, there's been several times in playrooms you're the assistant and you just
tap 'em in.
hand water and lube it around.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was a lot of fun to see him.
He was cool. It was good entertainment. I don't know how, I was a little disappointed he wasn't DJing more than he was.
Yeah.
But
I was also a little disappointed that the stadium itself was not full, and they've already released 2026 schedule, and they're not coming back. So I'm kind of glad we went, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah. That was pretty much our Saturday night.
Well, when I heard they were going to Huntsville, Alabama, I was like, I don't know how big of an EDM scene there is in that part of the country. So I was a little surprised. I will say I loved it personally because it was like, I don't think they sold out. No. I assume they didn't sell out.
You didn't have to wait for drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
There was no lines for drinks. There was no lines for the bathroom. Even, we were in the
there
VIP
was lines
section.
for the bathroom, for the record.
Oh,
and the girls.
Yeah, a few times, yeah. But nothing like EDC.
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyway, and we could get fairly close to the stage.
Yeah, we were very close.
Whenever we wanted,
yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had a great time. It was fun. When we left, it was pretty cool because like all the strip clubs and stuff had like after party.
Like
and there was
free buses and stuff.
Yeah, so we were sitting there waiting for our Uber and stuff, and then you could see people, and we were like, oh, to be young.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we ended up going back to the hotel, and I didn't, because we had fucked so much during the day, I was not super, like, Daphne and Mike wasn't playing. Jersey, they weren't playing. So it was really just like us, and then like Southern Bella and them had said something, and I was like almost asleep or wanting to go to sleep, and I had also fucked him that day, and I was just kind of like a little over it.
Yeah.
And you were pissing me off. You were like, you had acted like you had not had sex in forever. You're like, so we're going to fuck? Who are we going to fuck? What are we going to do? I'm like, and I think because you were so eager, it like almost made me less eager. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it was like you just wanted to fuck.
Yeah. So here's my side of it is, yes, we had fucked during the day, and you had come and squirted and done all the things. I had not come at all. So basically I got like dick teased all day. And then everybody all day was talking about how we're going to have
Fucking
this
five
big
girls,
orgy and all this
fucking
stuff.
5 girls is dick tease. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It was a dick tease.
You're right. I feel so bad for you. And that was it. I did not feel that bad. Like
Yeah.
we had fucked a decent amount.
Anyway, I was ready to fuck.
You were ready to fuck. And Southern Bella and them even came into the room, and I was like, we're not.
You're like, I'm done.
I'm done. So then we're like laying in bed, and we're like talking to Tara, and she's like, listen, I'm divorced.
I was trying to fuck you.
Yeah.
And you were like, no.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you can fuck Tara if you want to. And then you were like, and I was like, well, I don't know if she wants to. And then you're like, Tara, do you want to fuck Dan so he'll leave me alone?
Yeah.
And she's like, listen, I just got divorced. I don't get fucked very much. If he wants to fuck, I'm totally down. She's like, but can you record it? Because I could use the content
Yeah.
too.
So I was like, sure, fine, whatever. So then I had to get out of the bed, and then I'm like recording them. Well, then all of a sudden now I'm turned on.
Yeah,
So
it
I'm
wasn't
like,
2 minutes
no,
into it.
it was more. So then I'm like rubbing my clit. And so then I'm like, well, shit, I might as well just show myself rubbing my clit. So then then somehow you ended up fucking her. And then you came over. She came a couple of times. Then you came over and like finished fucking me.
Because you were turned up at that
Yeah.
point.
And then I was turned on. So then we had
It's what always happens. You're at the end of the night, you always get tired and you just want to go to bed. But then
Yeah.
as soon as fucking starts, you turn into wild Lacy wanting to fuck everybody.
I need that? Is there like something to get me from there to there?
Yeah, I thought, have you tried that shameless stuff
I
yet?
have. Yeah.
Did it do anything?
Yeah, I mean, solid, maybe, yeah. I don't notice, like,
Well, I think here's the mistake you need
I think
to
I've taken
make.
it the wrong time.
You need to take it beforehand.
Yeah.
So you need to take it 30 minutes before we're going to leave the club.
Yeah, before it's time to start.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't take it, because the problem you have is
I take it in between the
the
club
desire
and,
to go to the playroom.
Yeah.
Once you're in the playroom, you want to fuck
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
As soon as like sex starts, you flip that switch. But it's I just got done dancing.
Yeah, I'm
I
tired.
kind of want to fuck, but I'm also tired and could
I
just
also
go to
want
bed.
to roll up in my heating blanket and like scroll
So you need
TikTok.
just to bridge that gap between the
Yeah, I do.
leaving the playroom or leaving the club and getting to the playroom. Because
Yes.
once you get there, you're good. It's
Yeah.
that little bit of time. It's the decision making on whether to go or not.
Yeah.
Is where you struggle.
Yeah. So we ended up getting a whole nother thing of content, which is always a plus.
Yeah, and then I felt bad because we told Jackie and all
I
that
know
we
I
weren't
felt
going
bad
to.
because we really weren't. I mean, I was like cozy in the bed. Like, and what's funny is Tara had on like her cute little, they're like mom pajamas, but they're like actually very cute.
I wonder if that video's come out yet. It's a good video. It should be
It's
a good
actually
video.
like very cute. Like, I wish I slept in stuff like that. I sleep in like a t-shirt, in shorts.
Yeah, it was like a silk PJ set.
Yeah, and she would look, but it was like you could wear it around your kids. Like it wasn't like
It wasn't like
it
like
wasn't
slutty
like
looking,
lingerie. She was like in for bed too, so it was hot. It ended up being very hot. So anyway, if you have not went to our OnlyFans and watched those, you should because they're
Both good videos.
yeah.
All right. And so that wrapped up. And then it was the next day we got up and drove home, which was a short drive home, which
Yeah.
is what I love. And that wrapped up our trip at Breakaway.
Yes.
But it was the perfect segue to get to experience a little bit more music festival
Yeah.
because we did indeed just launch Electric Pleasures.
Yes, which, if you've heard from this, we are definitely not, because we've got accused of being, what was it, #posers?
Yeah.
But we are not claiming to be like the end all be all. We don't know. We know that there is a connection between lifestyle and music, and we wanted to throw hotel takeovers, and so we were like, why don't we throw hotel takeovers that lean more into music? And so that's what we're doing. But we're not, we have never claimed to be the experts on it.
No, I agree. Yeah, we've been throwing lifestyle parties now for
So we know how to throw a party.
almost 5 years, right? So
And we know how to find good DJs. So put that together.
Right.
I feel like we're okay.
We've been throwing sold out events for almost 5 years now across the country.
Yeah.
And that's important because each, what the vibes in Dallas, I think, are different than the vibes in Nashville,
For
which
sure.
are different than the vibes at Secrets, right? So we're pretty well rounded in the lifestyle and lifestyle events. You're right. We're not festival people, right? But I'm a DJ. I play EDM music. I like music. And so I think
I like dancing to it.
I think combining those worlds, and we have some people, one of our DJs has DJ'd some major festivals and stuff like that. So we have people that have the experience on the festival side.
Yeah.
We have the experience on the lifestyle side. We're going to combine those two things. So what Electric Pleasures is, if you haven't heard of it yet, this is this new brand that me and Lacy launched with partners.
Yeah.
And we've publicized who the partners are. So it's actually Bobby.
Yeah.
Who does
His wife, Bobby and his wife.
Right.
Yeah.
And they do Open Instincts parties in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Very typical swinger hotel takeover type parties. But Bobby is very good at contracts. He's very good at, he knows how to use like SDC, like marketing, especially marketing within the lifestyle community. I mean, he's probably one of the best in the industry at doing that. So we've partnered with him to do this. And then we brought in, we have some DJs and stuff that have experience in the festival world. So bringing all that together to make Electric Pleasures. So if you don't know, anyway, so what Electric Pleasures is that. It's a mix of lifestyle. So think a place where you can take your top off, where there's a playroom, where you can be sexy and wear sexy outfits. So take that and then combine that with this music festival type energy. So think, instead of like most lifestyle parties have maybe one, sometimes two DJs. Our first Electric Pleasures event, we have 8 DJs, right? And so they're going to do sets just like, at Breakaway, where the sets are only like an hour and a half. And they're going to play everything from girl bop type music, which is, like top 40 dance music, like EDM style dance music, to like dubstep. We have a DJ that is a dubstep DJ. He comes from the festival world as well. So really kind of mixing all that together to really, I think it's going to be good. I'm excited about it.
What I really like about it is you can be one or the other. You don't have to be like a major EDM person to enjoy this. You could just go with it as it's a lifestyle party. I get to see my lifestyle friends. There's going to be a playroom. I get to be topless. But on the other hand, if you're more of a music person that is okay with a sexually open environment, you can be there for the music or anything in between. It's not for one or the other, which is what I like about it.
Yeah. Another good thing is because it's Electric Pleasures, and we're calling it an alternative lifestyle festival, right? And so because it's a festival now and not a swingers party, it really opens us up into how we can do our marketing and stuff as well. And there will 100% people that will be there just for the music and the festival side of it, and not so much for the sex or the swinger side of it. And there will be people that will be there mostly for the swinger side of it and not so much for the music and the festival side of it. But like you said, it's kind of a choose your own adventure, whatever you're into, whatever you're there for. I think it's also a good, if you are curious about the lifestyle, it's going to be a toned down. It's not, there's not going to be people. Well, I say there's not, but there's not going to be as much in your face sex as there is at like a Secrets, right?
Yeah.
Secrets, people are doing blowjobs on the side of the pool. People are fucking, people are squirting on the motor bunny. It's which
is a fun vibe, and we love that. So I don't.
We're not getting rid of that vibe. So
Yeah.
Swinger Society is still a thing, and we'll still be doing anytime we're doing a swinger focused, sex focused party. That'll be done through Swinger Society. Electric Pleasures is a completely different brand, and it's a music focused brand, right? So when we have an Electric Pleasures party, it's going to be that festival music focused with a side of sex, where Swinger Society is like swinger
sex.
with a side of music. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're super excited. So we talked a little bit about it, but the first event is in January.
Gulf Breeze, January 23rd and 24th, which is right near Pensacola, Panhandle, Florida.
Yeah. And it is 50%
It's more than that now.
sold
I think
out.
we only have maybe 30 rooms ish left.
Yeah.
So if you do want to attend, we only have like 30-ish rooms left. Go to you just go to swingersociety.net.
Yeah.
Or the Electric Pleasures. It's electric-pleasures.com. But if you go to swingersociety.net, you'll find the links to it there.
It's
if you go to any of our social media, you'll find links to it.
It's BYOB. It's gonna, it's on the water. It's on the bay side, correct?
It is on the bay side of the ocean.
Yeah, of the ocean. So, and there's like a little beach area. I mean, it's going to be January.
The private beach. There's a private restaurant.
It's going to be January. So we're not going to, I mean, you never know. We might get lucky and it might be that.
Yeah, but even in January, you look,
Yeah.
it's like low 60s is the average temperature, which
Yeah.
if you're coming from, we have friends coming from Massachusetts and from, Michigan and places like that. Probably low 60s in January sounds exciting to you. It's actually probably perfect dancing outdoor type weather.
I'm actually excited because I was scrolling looking for outfits and I found some that had like furry chaps and stuff, which I would never buy that for a normal swinger party because historically swinger parties are like a gazillion degrees because there's so many people packed into like a little ballroom. And because this is there is a ballroom, but there is going to be outside. I feel a little bit more, I feel like I can wear some things that I probably wouldn't typically wear.
Yeah. So. It reminds me, we did that party at the Grove and it was like 60 degrees or low 70s that weekend, but it was the best. It was the best weather ever it was because we did an outdoor party for that as well. Yeah.
But we're super excited. We can't wait for it. That's actually, when this comes out, I think will it be the Bliss Cruise
I don't know.
It'll either be the week before or the week of the Bliss Cruise. And so between...
no, I think this will be this week. So this will be coming out Thursday as we're driving. So we leave Saturday on the Bliss. Yeah.
So after Bliss, this is really our next big party. And this is the end of January. So excited, ready to start looking for outfits. And
Yeah, we talked a lot about the weather, but there is an indoor club as well.
Yes.
So during the day, we'll be outdoors. There'll be a main stage outside.
Yeah.
The DJs will be playing out there. But then at night, we move into the indoor, which is like a ballroom club area. And it actually is a low ceiling area. So I think it's going to very much have like house party, kind of the speakeasy at Naughty kind of vibes. I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good event. So if you're in the Gulf breeze, if you're anywhere in the southeast, or maybe you're somewhere up north and you want to get away for the winter time and come party with us, go check that out. Swingersociety.net. Again, we're down to only 30 rooms. There's an overflow hotel that's right next door that we'll spill into that. So, but you want to be in the main hotel if you can get it. So go get those tickets now, and we look forward to partying with you in January.
Yeah.
Bliss Cruise is coming up.
Yes.
Are you excited for Bliss?
I'm very excited.
How are you feeling? So we talked a lot of this episode about your mental health, about whether you were into playing or not. You've kind of been on the fence. How are you feeling going into Bliss?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel pretty good.
I feel like your medicine is kind of balanced out right now.
Yeah, I started ADHD medicine today, and I feel a little weird, but not
like jittery, like high energy, low energy. Because that's the thing. Lacy was reading about the medicine last night, which was probably the worst thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Because it made her, freaked her out a little
nervous,
bit. But it also seemed to be like people were saying it put me to sleep, and then people were saying it made them.
Yeah, some people said that were jittery and stuff. But a lot of what I read was it makes you very tired. It's a non-stimulant, so it's not like Adderall or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But I am pretty damn tired right now. I could take a nap. But we've been pretty busy, so I haven't really had an opportunity to be sleepy or be lazy. So we've been pretty much going since I woke up this morning. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good. I don't particularly want to be in the playroom every single night, but I think going into it, I'm going to encourage myself, because I know, just like as we were talking from this podcast, once I get there, I'm golden. I'm going to encourage, be YOLO to try to go every other at least. I think that's a good, this cruise is also a solid week, like Friday through the next Saturday.
Yeah.
But we have like the pre-party Friday night, and we get on the ship Saturday, and then we get off it. So that's a long cruise. So I think that's a lot of pressure to put on not only me but my vagina for that long. So I think going into it, if I could just like encourage myself to engage or be in the playroom at least every other day, I would be very proud of myself. They are doing a very good job at this cruise of opening different options for play outside of just like a stereotypical playroom. They have an outdoor playroom. They have a playroom. You watch a movie and there's like a grass.
Ooh,
have you seen that?
No.
They have like a grass area with like a movie screen, and you can actually like, I think you can bring like a towel or something and like.
Is the idea that they play porn or something?
I don't know what they're doing.
Or is it like an actual movie?
Baby, I didn't read.
No.
I don't work there. I don't know what they're putting. This is like our.
No, but
this is our line.
like drive-in porn would be kind of hot.
No, that would be hot. Yeah, I agree. I didn't ask what I didn't read in the thing, but that would be. I'm always down for like new experiences. So like fucking in the grass in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Like bucket list type stuff.
I'm totally down for that. They've got some daytime things. They've got I mean, I hope
maybe that's it. As we get older, maybe we need to do more daytime play.
I like daytime play.
Yeah,
because that's
night, not something we've historically done much of.
No, at night I'd like to just like
go to bed.
I like not even sleep, but like let me just rot in the bed and scroll my phone. You know, I don't want to be messed with.
Well, there's not the internet. Even if you get the internet package, it's terrible. There's not a lot of phone.
But
scrolling.
excited to go. Going with some good friends that I enjoy fucking. If they listen, they pray.
So Bliss Cruise, since we have another minute or two, they just came out with an app.
Yeah.
So there is a Bliss Cruise app. So if you are going on Bliss Cruise or you're going on a future Bliss Cruise, I highly recommend getting the app.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We've had a ton of people messaging us already, which makes me kind of excited. You've been doing the messaging.
I have.
I went back and read a few. You've been being a little flirty on there.
Well, I've been trying to respond to everybody, and I've been trying to like put myself out there, like kind of like already setting the tone. We need to get better about talking to people outside of our circle.
Yeah.
And I don't think that happened intentionally. I just think we've had a lot of people fuck us over, for lack of a better word, over the last few years. A lot of people have just done some pretty shitty things. What has ended up happening is I was already introverted. I think I've become more introverted. I've closed my circle even tighter. I don't really open up to a lot of people outside of like a core one or two.
It's a weird thing when you interact with people that you constantly in the back of your head have to think, if I piss this person off, they might go on Facebook, Reddit, and just start talking shit about me.
Yeah, because like we see people on the cruise and they don't even come up and speak to us, and then they go on Reddit and say, well, we saw them and they seem stuck up, so we didn't talk to them. That's not really fair.
Or I saw them in the playroom, or I saw them here and I saw them there, and they did this or they did that.
So that like puts me in like somebody is an avid overthinker, that really puts me in like a weird spot. Do I just walk around with like a fake smile? Do I walk around like saying hello to every single person so they feel comfortable? So anyway, it just makes me overthink the situations. And so I really think I have to purposely put myself outside of my box. So when people have been messaging us, if they're like attractive and they're like, before I would just respond and be like, thank you, nice to meet you. Now if I like look at their pictures and be like, I would fuck them, I've been like trying to like put that vibe out there.
So you gonna set up some dates for us or what?
No. But I'm trying. Like if I find the couple attractive, I'm like, hey, I'm like, if you see us, grab us, say hey, we'll say hello. I really would like to push, I would like for us both to push ourselves outside of our limits. Like if there's like some under 45 meet and greets, I would like to go to that. There's just like a couple of things like that I think we need to do just to kind of break ourselves from the typical. And we have a couple of close friends on this trip, but not like Daphne and Mike are going, and I love Daphne and Mike, and I love when they go. That's my favorite because I feel like I have a built-in best friend.
Travel buddy,
yeah. But sometimes it's nice to go without people because sometimes we can also use them for a crutch.
Yeah.
And this is one that they're not going on, so I think we need to purposely like push ourselves outside of the box.
Okay.
I found when I do that, I have a better time.
Yeah. Hito was wild.
Yeah. I think about like the few times think about Reno couple. We met them in the pool and we were just like YOLO, and then like Army guy. Remember we met them in the pool on Bliss, and we like YOLO.
Met them in the pool and we went and fucked.
We went and fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like those
during the day. Yeah.
Yeah, like those experiences are some of my favorite. And I think because the podcast has gotten so big and because people have been quite honestly pretty shitty to us, I've just like reverted in and like lost a little bit of that. So I'd like to get back to that a little.
All right. That's good goals. That's good goals. So anyway, if you're going to be on the Bliss
Sorry,
cruise.
that was long-winded.
No, it's okay. If you're going to be on the Bliss cruise and you have the app, you can find us on there.
Message us.
TheSwingNation.
And if you see me, even if I look like I'm like on a mission to get to the buffet or wherever I'm going, just stop and say hello.
She always looks like that. Yeah.
That's just how my face looks.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose.
All right.
Okay.
Well, anything else for the Swing Nation
That's
listeners?
it.
All right, guys. I think with that, in a world full of apples,
Be the pineapple.
be the pineapple, guys.
Bye.
Bye.